Okay, so look, lock in. It's about time we have a serious discussion about Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. Without a doubt, two of the biggest channels of all time. Two of the biggest channels that held down our childhood. And y'all know it's always the discussion about what channel is better, what channel had the better shows, the better cartoons, and all this other stuff, right? I'm here to tell y'all that Nickelodeon is better than Cartoon Network. Nickelodeon wipes Cartoon Network. Nickelodeon is here. Cartoon Network is here. Nickelodeon is better. I'm sorry. It's time we get into this discussion. Now look, this isn't me saying I hate Cartoon Network. This isn't me saying it suck, it's trash. I'm not saying none of that because Cartoon Network is my second favorite channel of all time. It held me down when Worldwide Day of Play was happening over on Nickelodeon. I love Cartoon Network. A lot of my favorite cartoons of all time comes from Cartoon Network. But being honest and being realistic here, it's not better than Nickelodeon. And look, you can say Cartoon Network has better cartoons than Nickelodeon, but that's it. That's it. Because Cartoon Network literally has nothing to offer but cartoons. That's it. And I know some of y'all gonna say, oh, well, it's Cartoon Network. Of course they only got cartoons. That's the point of the channel. No. That would be the case. That would be the case if they didn't try the live action thing back a couple years ago. If they didn't try the seeing reels thing, then I get at the Cartoon Network, but they tried the live action stuff, so therefore the live action shows are on their record and them shows suck, except for Incredible Crew. Incredible Crew was cool. So yeah, Cartoon Network only has cartoons, but then when you look at Nickelodeon, we got cartoons, live action shows, game shows, award shows, theatrically released movies. Come on, Nickelodeon is just stacked with entertainment. Then there's always people talking about, oh, Nickelodeon only got Avatar and SpongeBob. That's it. I hate when people say that because y'all really gonna sit here and say Nickelodeon only got Avatar and SpongeBob? Really? Are we gonna act like Hey Arnold doesn't exist, The Wild Thornberrys, Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents, El Tigre, My Life as a Teenage Robot, The Legend of Korra, the list can go on. There's bangers that comes from Nickelodeon. What about Rugrats, Chalk Zone, Angry Beavers, Rocket Power? Come on now. And let's talk about the live action shows because y'all know Nickelodeon washed Cartoon Network with the live action. Oh yeah, we can talk about it because Cartoon Network got live action shows. So let's compare and contrast. Cartoon Network had Destroy, Build, Destroy, The Othersiders, Hole in the Wall, Incredible Crew, Out of Johnny's Head. There was a couple shows and they were all mid at best. But then with Nickelodeon, you got iCarly, Victorious, Big Time Rush, Drake and Josh, All That, The Amanda Show, Nesdy Classified. Come on, we got some live action bangers. Oh, and I almost forgot about Kenan and Kel, Zoe 101, Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Don, Henry Danger. Some people also like the Thundermans. So, yeah, live action, they washed Cartoon Network. Now let's talk about award shows because Nickelodeon has the Kids' Choice Awards. The Kids' Choice Awards are still going to this day. Cartoon Network ain't got no award show. Wait a minute. They had an award show, the Hall of Game Awards, but I don't think anyone cared about that. But you know what is still going? The Kids' Choice Awards. It just passed a few days ago. Then, like I said, Nickelodeon got game shows like Brain Surge, Figure It Out, Legend of the Hidden Temple. There's another one. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh, it's called Double Dare. And these game shows lasted a nice long time, a couple years apiece. So their game shows were definitely bangers. People were tuning in and they kept coming back, kept dropping episodes. And Cartoon Network had a game show. I mean, if you want to count Hole in the Wall as a game show, then I mean, they had that, but that didn't last long. Now, let's talk about the theater experiences these channels gave us. Because Cartoon Network gave us 1 or 2 theatrically released movies. You got the Powerpuff Girls movie, and I guess you can count Teen Titans Go as another theatrically released movie from Cartoon Network, but even though we know that's mainly because it's a DC and Warner Bros. Property, not just specifically Cartoon Network, but I digress. Then, when you look at Nickelodeon's theatrically released catalog, you got the Rugrats movies, Rugrats in Paris, Rugrats Go Wild, the Wild Thornberrys movie, the Hey Arnold movie, Good Burger, TMNT Mutant Mayhem is also a Nickelodeon movie, Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Barnyard, the SpongeBob movies. Come on, Nickelodeon has sent us to the theater so many times. Nickelodeon puts up box office numbers. Cartoon Network doesn't. And before some of y'all start commenting about Cartoon Network having Adult Swim and Toonami, no, that doesn't count. Adult Swim and Toonami are acquired programming, meaning it's not the same as Cartoon Network. They just share the same broadcast station. And yes, the station, the channel it's on is titled Cartoon Network. Yeah, but Adult Swim and Toonami are their own separate entities. When Cartoon Network says, good night, we going to bed, we handing it over to Adult Swim, that's where Cartoon Network line is drawn. That's where it ends. The next morning around 6, 7 something a.m. when Cartoon Network does that good morning thing, yeah, that is when it's Cartoon Network again. Anytime you see the Cartoon Network logo, that's Cartoon Network. When you see Adult Swim, that's out of bounds. Sorry, that don't count. Same with Toonami, out of bounds, don't count. Only when you see that C and N at that bottom right corner or bottom left, whatever side it's on, that is Cartoon Network. When you see Adult Swim and Toonami, it doesn't count. And it's so funny because whenever you argue with the Cartoon Network fan about which is better between Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, if you eating them up in a debate, they're gonna bring up Adult Swim and Toonami. But then us Nickelodeon fans, we'll never bring up Teen Nick. We'll never bring up Nick at Night. We never bring up Nick Jr. We don't bring up Noggin. We don't bring up none of them other channels. We keep it strictly mainly Nickelodeon. But they want to bring up Adult Swim and Toonami because they getting crushed in a debate. And like I said, this isn't even me hating on Cartoon Network because I love it to death. Do not get me wrong. It's my second favorite channel of all time after Nickelodeon. Cartoon Network got it going on. I'm not trying to say that it doesn't. It has its solid, great cartoons that we all know and love. I'm not denying that. But all in all, it is not a better rounded channel or network than Nickelodeon. It just ain't. All Cartoon Network has to its name is cartoons and those lackluster live action shows. That's it. That's all it got. But looking at Nickelodeon, they got live action shows, cartoons, theatrically released movies, game shows, an award show, and all that other good stuff. You just get more entertainment from Nickelodeon than you ever could Cartoon Network. But that's an opinionated thing for real, because some people don't care about all the extra stuff I named. They just want the good cartoons and that's it. And that is fine. If that's why you put Cartoon Network over Nickelodeon, hey, that's cool beans. That's what you do. But on my end, looking at both channels as they are and what they come with entirely, no, Cartoon Network is nowhere near better than Nickelodeon. I almost forgot. And don't bring up Cartoon Network having anime, because I know some people gonna say, oh, Cartoon Network had Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and blah. Okay, and those shows weren't specifically for Cartoon Network, now were they? A lot of those anime that y'all about to name, you found them on the CW, 4Kids, Vortex, Kids WB, all of them. And then Nicktoons. Oh, I didn't even mention Nicktoons has another channel we could bring up, but I ain't gonna get into it. Nicktoons also had Dragon Ball Z. Nicktoons also had Yu-Gi-Oh! In some other areas, Nicktoons also had Beyblade. So, I mean, the anime that Cartoon Network showed wasn't specifically for Cartoon Network, so don't even get into that. But yeah, I feel like I just wanted to rant, get this off my chest, because I truly do not see how y'all can say Cartoon Network is better than Nickelodeon. It just ain't. It just doesn't have more entertainment value, bruh. It ain't better. You know what? Let me stop saying better, because better is a very opinionated thing. If you think it's better simply because of its cartoons and that's it, that's fine. I respect it. But from an entertainment value standpoint, there is no way you can say Cartoon Network is better than Nickelodeon. You just can't. But that's all I wanted to get on here and say. I just wanted to have a quick rant and let y'all know how I'm feeling about Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network. Y'all already know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTuber chiz. Follow me on Instagram at finding.miko. Follow me on TikTok at findingmiko. I will see y'all in the next video. And don't forget to drop comments. Let me know what y'all want to see me talk about and things of that nature. Yeah, see you in the next video.